juice. It's your boy, Smoke Screeners Pride.
Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you, fam. Now, we're going to take off the Jesus hat, put it to the side, and BAM! Alright, fam, today we're going to talk about the Jada Street Fighter Ultra Final Challengers Akuma, baby. And as you can see, going down this list, everyone is everyone is filled in except for this one right here, who is the big question. Now, I'm still missing some figures, and there's some figures that haven't come out, like I don't have E Honda, I don't have Blanca, I don't have Guile. I think it was Tomahawk. I can't remember that guy's name right now. I don't have Zangief. But these guys have come out. The Ryu I have, but I don't use him. And the Ken I didn't get that Ken because I have the ones from the Storm, the Street Fighter Alpha Storm Arenas. I use those in the place because I like those a little bit better to fill in. But other than that, I got everybody else. This was the first time I saw Akuma was yesterday at Walmart, and so I snatched them up, fam, because the fig looked pretty good. I don't mind mixing and matching. Bam! And we can see Akuma over here giving Ken Masters the business again. This is the Storm Arena Ken, and as you can see over here, you got the Storm Arena Ryu. He's looking. Dawson over there looking mouth wide open. Chun-Li over there. You got doggone Fei Long over there looking mad. And you got Bison and his crew over here. You got Vega. You got Sagat. You got DJ. And I got Cammy over here. Yeah, you may say Cammy's not one of them. Whatever. I got Cammy over here with those guys. But anyway, let's take a little slow motion, baby. Taking a look at this guy, he is slightly different, but he is able to get in some good poses, as all of them are. It's not much different. It's all basically the same. The only difference is the sizes, the hairstyles, the different types of hands that they're going to use. They're mostly the same, and the accessories that they come with, along with the gear. Now we're getting back to the front, baby. One thing I definitely wanted to highlight is right here that is different. You see he's got on the flip-flop sandals, whatever you want to call them, and you can see that they allowed it so that he can have his feet up, and they can be flat as you saw before, but you can see the creases right here in the feet, similar to how Sagat is, and also sort of similar to how Ryu and Ken are. That's over there to the side, Street Fighter Alpha. So again, a lot of similarities. The gi is very similar. Of course, he has the beads going around his neck. It has that emblem that's back there. But let's take a closer look at this guy, fam. So here he is with the feet flat, and right there you can see how he gives it that gap coming apart. They have it so that the hole lines up perfectly, or as close as can get, from the flip-flops to the feet itself. That is good. It's nice that they gave that this can separate. That's cool. To help him with the extra balancing and whatnot. Other than that, he has a nice brown texture. You can see the jewel that he always wears, necklace he always wears around his neck. This is a very menacing face. Right here, you have that logo, insignia, whatever you want to call it, in the back, and everything is basically the same as all the others. He has no problem standing, but I will say, make sure you heat these guys up. He was extremely tight with me, so I made sure I heated him up for a long time. So I'm just going to say that again, fam. Make sure you heat him up good. Here's the other head that he comes with. This head is more, a neutral facial expression. You can see those eyes. Get to clear up more. It's a very menacing looking face. Hair is very rubbery, so you don't have to worry about it poking you or anything like that. Then he comes with the other two hands. They're just flip-flop. One fist and one grabbing or choking, however you may have it or however you feel about it. And then the other thing he comes with is this, his effect. And this, if you think you've seen this before, it's because you have. You've seen it with Sagat. However, this one is a lot brighter and a whole lot bigger than Sagat's. Look at that. It's a whole lot bigger than Sagat's, but basically it's the same thing. Colors slightly brighter on this one than this one, especially in the center right here. It's a lot brighter than that, but it is Sagat's. This is not the stand for Sagat. I just got it on this one for right now, giving him that pose he uses, not that pose, but the effect that he uses in fighting. Just letting you see the other face on him, how it looks. And it is, just so you know, fam, it is not hard to get him in this pose right here. Balances very well. The only time you may kind of have an issue is if you're doing something like I do when I hit you with the slow motion, and then it's moving, and then really you just have to make sure you have his balance right. But other than that, fam, it's very easy to get him in this pose. It's a very cool pose where you have the flip-flops down, him up on his tippy toes. Now you want to be careful with this. It has like little plastic running through it. They're close together, but if you don't pay attention, you can pop this easy. So be very careful when you're taking the head off, when you're going to swap it. This will easily pop, and then you're gonna have to try to find something to get this back in. But it's like plastic running through these beads. Again, here's the insignia. They put detail on it. Same insignia that's back here. Now I'm not sure how well it's coming up. It's not just straight red. There's like little bits of black that's in there, and I don't think it's showing good. It's like a dirty red, so to speak, but it's in there. I don't think it's showing up good, but when you get the figure, you'll see there's like little hints of red in there. But again, I just putting the angry face back on because usually you see him angry, and you can see the textures that's on him, which is very similar to the texture on this one. You can see they're very similar. The textures are all the gis, and you can see this gi is slightly different. Again, this is not the Jada kin. It's just the Storm Arenas, but you can see the similarities in both. And we know the Storm Arenas are slightly bigger than the Jadas. Definitely by looking at the shoulders, you can see his shoulders up a little higher, but I mean, it's not that much of a difference. Looking at the feet, you can see that they both have the bends, but they're slightly different in how they're made as far as the gaps on the bends. You can see that the Storm Arenas right here on the bend where it's wider than it is on Jada's. When you look at Ken's and look at Akuma's, you can see it's definitely wider and gives it, I think, maybe a little bit better posability as far as going up more or easier, and then how they had the foot going out more back here in the curve compared to how it is with Jada's. But either way, either way, it's still good, fam. Okay, so here's comparison with him next to Fei Long and Dawson. Vega and DJ, Cammy and Chun-Li. You got old Bison right there. Got a grimacing face just like him. Although Bison looks like he's frowning a little bit more than grimacing. Storm Marina Ryu. Finally, Sagat, because right here, Sagat was the first one, at least the one that I have. I'm not sure about Blanca and the others that had this little kink in the toes right here, so that they're able to get the better posing because of how they are. And so that was kind of like the template for this guy. And then also because this is what Sagat has. Again, this is not his stand. This is from the Storm Arena's kin. And as you can see, once again, they're the same. They're the same one. This one is just way bigger. Way bigger. Alright, so tell me what you think, fam. Is this guy a pass? Is he a grab? I believe he's definitely a grab, because if you're collecting Jada Street Fighters, you need Akuma, you're going to get Akuma. He's one of the main figs, or should I say players, out there in the game that a lot of people use. So let your boy know. And like a fat kid in dodgeball, I'm out, baby. And don't forget to like and subscribe. One last time, I'm gonna hit you with the slow motion. Bam. This guy looks good. The effect is nice that they made it so big. It just looks good, fam. He looks good. The detailing is good on him. You know how Jada figures move. It's just nice to see Akuma make it to the mix of Jada coming back around, baby. And once again, we out.